Ken Trahan with Lenny Vangilder. It's our first NBC weekend preview brought to you by First NBC Bank with 31 locations throughout the greater New Orleans area and beyond. Well, the women's Final Four in the books, and UConn ties an all-time record with 8 national championships. Easy win over Louisville, Lenny. This was never a contest.
No, after about 7 minutes, UConn exerted their will at 19-0 run, and it was really never a game beyond that, and they just drew away in the second half to win handily, the largest margin of victory in the history of the women's championship game, going back now 3 decades or so. But, congrats to UConn. Clearly they were kind of forgotten about a lot this year. Baylor was the #1 team just about all year long. Notre Dame dominated them during the regular season, beat them twice, beat them in their conference tournament. But when it came down to it, they were cutting down the nets and holding the trophy.
Yeah, it's a great program, and Gino Auriemma is elite as elite can be. So congratulations to the Huskies. The Hornets have concluded a long West Coast road trip, finally home. 2 more games at home, 1 on the road to conclude this season, which I don't know if you'd say it's forgetful. It's been kind of uneventful, other than Anthony Davis and his development, Ryan Anderson doing a good job, Gravis Vasquez emerging, and the saga of Eric Gordon. Just not what they had hoped for overall. I know they weren't expecting to make the playoffs, but I think the goal was in the 30 to 35 range.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen, it appears. But 2 more chances to see this team, and clearly it's a team that's going to have another high draft pick next year, and you continue to try to do some things to get better. I think that the biggest thing they're going to have to deal with in the offseason is coming to some kind of resolution on what they're going to do going forward with Eric Gordon. He's got a 4-year deal. He's obviously got 3 years left on it. Is he going to be all in and be a part of this team, or do they send him away and try to get some pieces back, whether it's draft picks or other players to make NBA trades work? How exactly do you go forward with that situation? That's going to be a big decision.
Yep, the guy that was part of that trade, of course, Chris Paul, here Friday night with the Clippers to take on the Hornets. College baseball, LSU winning the Wally Pontiff Classic, and, of course, this weekend, big series with Arkansas. This is the first of back-to-back division series that are big ones. Alabama coming up, but Arkansas is the better team, so obviously this is a huge one for LSU.
Yeah, Arkansas just won 2 out of 3 at Alabama last weekend, so clearly they are the better team than Alabama. But yeah, this is big, and I mean LSU is playing as well as anybody in America right now. Collegiate baseball recognized that, made them #1. I can understand why North Carolina is still #1 in the other places. It's hard to drop a team just based on 1 extra inning loss. They only have 2 losses all year, just like LSU. So, clearly LSU is on that short list in the team picture, so to speak, of the best teams in America. But these are 2 key weekends. You've got to continue to perform at that high level. Don't have to go sweep. I'm sure Pulmonary would take a sweep right now, but if you can go in and get 2 out of 3 this weekend, 2 out of 3 next weekend, you feel pretty good about your chances.
Yeah, that's obviously the goal. Tulane coming off of a win over Louisiana Lafayette. They've got East Carolina, and they started well against Southern Miss, but again, their Friday night pitching is good, not so much otherwise.
Yeah, Rosati is as good as anybody in America on Friday night in all reality, and gives them a chance to win on Friday night no matter whom they're playing, but they've got to find a way to get things done on Saturday and Sunday. David Napoli was outstanding this past Sunday, but he got no offensive support. So Tulane's got to swing the bats. They got 5 runs in the first inning against Louisiana Lafayette. They've got to take some of that offense that they generated and carry it into the weekend. Busy weekend. You want to go see some baseball in the area? UNO's actually at home for a rarity on a weekend with Georgia State in town. And maybe the best series of all, Delgado and LSU Eunice. These are 2 top 10 teams. Delgado in Division I, 9th in the nation. A new poll came out Wednesday. LSU Eunice remains #1 in the nation in Division II, which is Division I, Division II. It's not like you're used to seeing in 4-year colleges. It's just some semantics out there about what you can offer in the way of scholarships and things like that. And, the Division II teams in junior college baseball, in most cases, are a bit as good as Division I.
Yeah, Eunice winning 2 out of 3 from the Dolphins last weekend at Eunice, and they have a lot of Louisiana players, including Casey Rodriguez of Brother Martin and Ray Veit of Rummel, to name a few. And then, of course, you've got the situation surrounding the New Orleans Zephyrs. They have their home opener against Round Rock Friday night, and they started with 8 on the road, and this is a veteran team, so they should be able to perform well at least early on.
You would think so. A chance to get back out. And, I mean, of course, it's all about player development. Now, unfortunately, you've got some pitchers that are on the way up. Catcher who is highly regarded and a prospect in the system. But for the most part, like you say, it is older players. It's the difference between AAA and the lower classifications is you've got some guys still hoping for that one last shot to get back to the big leagues. The organizational type guys, maybe the type of guy that can fill in down the road if someone is not ready, one of the prospect types to fill in at the big league level.
The New Orleans Voodoo back in action, road game against a very tough Jacksonville squad, team that won the Arena Bowl 2 years ago, won 3 straight division titles. They're 3-0, and they won all 3 games on the road, so this is a tough matchup for the Voodoo Friday night.
It should be, and it's a place that they've not won, so it's going to be a tough challenge. And after starting with 2 at home, now obviously the schedule is very convoluted this year with a lot of extended stays on the road to be able to accommodate what it is that the Voodoo had to do with their home schedule this year, bookending some home games in the Superdome. One more game in the arena next week, and then everything goes to the Dome after that.
And high school bowling championships in Lafayette at Acadiana Lanes. Dan McDonald will cover for us. And Rummel, a defending state champion, is a favorite again. They're going to have to bowl well. And St. Scholastica is the representative here from this area that had a very good season as well.
This is a sport on the rise in Louisiana high school sports. No question about it. A lot more attention. We've been happy to bring it to you here at sportsnola.com. But this is a sport that is quickly growing at this high school level, and some outstanding talent and some really good bowling. If you happen to be in the Lafayette area this Friday, go check it out.
And 2 other notes as we close. Hometown Heroes is back. Check it out. You'll enjoy it, following all of our products from Louisiana at the minor league and major league level. And, of course, our first NBC Prep Showcase continuing. Brother Martin and Rummel at sportsnola.com live Friday night, 7 p.m. from historic Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. And then on Monday night, you can watch it live not live, but watch it taped late on WHNO Channel 20 at 8 p.m.
Yeah, busy time for high school baseball. Season's winding down. We have a bunch of action coming up, starting with Rummel, Brother Martin, as you mentioned, and continuing through some other big rivalries and into the playoffs.
I look forward to it. Don't forget Sports NOLA Spotlight Monday night at 6 p.m. as well. Lenny, have a great weekend.
We'll see you later on Monday.
All right, that's our first NBC Weekend Preview, brought to you by First NBC Bank, 31 locations all around South Louisiana. Have yourselves a great weekend. For Lenny, I'm Ken Trahan. God bless you.